What's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Nix, and welcome to the first series on the channel. The Path of Exile 2 walkthrough is here. My aim with this channel is to release walkthrough gameplay type videos of games of many different genres. If that's something that you enjoy, I encourage you to subscribe, as 2025 will be a big year for video games. There's a lot of great games coming out, and we'll be doing walkthroughs of those games right here on the channel. But without further ado, let's get right into it.
Criminals! Your sentence is to be hanged from the neck until dead. Let your souls feed the first ones, and your bodies feed the land.
Alright, so it's time to select our character. So I think for this playthrough, I'm going to go with the Ranger. Now, I haven't really played many of the other classes, so I don't have the best sort of bar when it comes to, you know, gameplay style and difficulty and stuff like that. I did play Diablo 4 where I was a ranged character, and I think for me personally, I find the Ranger to be the most enjoyable. So we're going to go with the Ranger. So here we go. Matt Nix, standard Ranger. Let's get it going, boys. So we'll be starting with WASD movement.
It'll take a better snare than that to catch me.
And my goal for the channel right now is to record about twice a week, or upload twice a week.
Another living soul. The miller went off to warn Clearfell about a strange sickness.
So this guy's given us the update of the situation as a zombie pounces on him. We're going to take care of that. As we get our bow there, we can equip our first weapon, and we're slowly starting to get situated.
Let's track down this miller.
There we go. I really like the long range attacks. I mean, it just feels really satisfying to go after them with the bow. We knock him down from range. We're going to start to get some abilities as well. And overall, I just find it to be a very enjoyable playstyle with the agility, the dexterity, you know, the speed of movement. And it's nice because of all the horde enemies that you get, having the skills to kind of take care of them from long range, it is nice. So our first objective is to find Clearfell, as we're just going to take a quick look at the map here. All right. Fairly straightforward so far. And we're just going to continue on, uncover a little bit more of the map. I really don't like these spider things. As you can see, the dexterity on display, rolling our way through. I'm curious as well if the dodging mechanics are similar to how they play out in the Souls games, where you have invincibility for a specific period of time. I haven't played Path of Exile 1, so I'm not 100% familiar with the gameplay mechanics, but we will improve as we carry on. Gotta make sure I equipped some of these items that we get. Oops, let's get out of the map. We're gonna have to identify the items, which will then give us an idea of any extra attributes they have. So plus 13 to maximum mana, we'll take that for now. There's a large chest over here. I think we should be getting our first skill, which is the lightning gem. We're gonna just equip this into the slot. Unlocks our skill, and then we'll throw it into the slot here. This is one of the main reasons why I enjoy the Ranger playstyle, is this kind of lightning ability, lightning arrow, just rain down lightning on the enemies. Good crowd control. And just overall enjoyable. Look at that, and we can chain the hits together. Very nice. Let me know down in the comments below, boys, what sort of character builds you guys are going with. I'm interested to see if you guys have any favorites. This is the gem right here of that lightning arrow. We get our first skill. I'm going to start off with projectile damage. We're going to apply our points there. As you can see, the skill tree is fairly large. But not to worry, us being a ranger, we're going to focus on this kind of direction here. And I think for now, yes, we're going with the projectile damage. And then I'll start to move down towards attack speed so we can just rain arrows as fast as possible. Take our enemies down as fast as possible.
Return to the earth.
I think we also have another item. So we have some other shoes. We're going to take a look and see what they have here. So plus 16 to maximum life. That gives us maximum mana. I think for now we'll just leave it for a mana because we are relying on the lightning arrow ability, which does use mana, of course. Look at that. Taking care of the horde of enemies. I mean, I guess you can't really call it a horde. It's like four enemies. But nevertheless, man, I'm super excited for this game. Hope you guys are too. If you are, smash that like button as we continue to get more and more. So plus 14 to maximum life with our helmet here. Get a little bit more well-rounded as we continue to explore the primary area of this game so far. I'm going to carry on a little bit more to the right. I just like to make sure that we uncover the entire map before we kind of carry on. There's another checkpoint here. So that's going to be the area there where we need to go, where the first boss is located. So we're just going to continue to move up here to the north. One shot taking down that thing. I think for the most part, everything seems to be uncovered. We're going to just circle back around. That's just kind of how I like to play these games. Don't want to leave any area undiscovered, just in case there are any items or anything like that. Carry on to the right here. It also gives us a chance to get some more skill points when we take out these enemies. I have to remember to keep my cursor aimed at where I want to walk, because using the WASD, if you have the cursor in the other direction, you can essentially be running backwards. So looks like that corner is taken care of, so we're looking good there. Some more down below here. Just a dead end. Looks like the map is fairly uncovered. So I think we should be good to proceed here as we face our first boss.
The journey has not been kind to you. Storming arrow.
And we have to keep in mind that we have to be very quick and agile. Try to fight from a distance. Looks like our mana is low. Just keep moving. Good hit. We stunned him and the boss goes down.
Man or beast.
And there we go. We get some more items. Get some robes. Let's take a look at our new items that we've got. We only have one scroll of wisdom. I think I'm going to just check out this tattered robe. Plus 24 to energy shield. Beautiful. And as soon as we get some more, we'll kind of take a look at these items here. But yeah, boys, that's kind of how you want to play as a ranger. Keep your distance, use your elusiveness to your advantage.
Please come inside.
And we can now enter the Clearfell encampment. All right, so we've made our way into the encampment. Kind of our safe zone. Let's talk to Renly.
Please the name. You're skilled with the violence. If what you did out there in the riverbanks is any sign. Another refugee from the Count's justice, I take it. But have no fear. This place is something of a hideaway for many of us now, and we could sorely use your skills in these dark times.
No problem, Renly. You got it. So he's got a quest for us.
Dark hour stalking us out in the felling. It moves unseen under the dirt and attacks without warning. We can't leave the walls to find food, and I've been unable to corner and slay the beast myself. Now, if you could channel your violence against this devourer, as Finn calls it, we'd be indebted to you.
Of course, we're going to accept that quest. So we have another quest ready to go. We also have another uncut skill gem.
Turned tools of war. These are dangerous times.
So now we can use our gems to unlock even more skills. And I think what I will use for now with this first item will be... I like the escape shot because it gives you the ability to kind of jump out, freeze your enemies as they approach. But the lightning rod can be paired with lightning arrow for more damage. So I think for now we're going to go with that. And then we're going to go ahead and equip it. And then lightning rod, we're going to equip it to the side mouse button there. So there we go, boys. We're starting to get some more skills. Replenish our health. And we're going to talk to Una as well.
Welcome to the camp of the lost, stranger. We survive, but we do not live. I am Una. All this began the night Count Gino took his most loyal men into the Grillwood. After something...
We're going to just skip forward. Una has another quest for us. So now our main objective will be...
She'd best watch her back.
Our main objective will be to move towards Clearfell and kind of explore there, which is what we're going to do. I'm just going to move some things into the stash here. I have some other items already ready here. I did play through the beginning, like I said, so a couple of items just to kind of get a feel of the game, the different characters. Just kind of see what sort of playstyle suits best. We're going to carry on into Clearfell now. We have our checkpoint. We're starting to get some abilities. Now, we're going to use our lightning arrows to kind of charge up the attacks. We have to deal with these werewolves here. They do like to charge towards us, which can make things a little bit difficult sometimes. Especially if we want to set up our lightning arrow. But kind of what I try to do is just get them in the general area and then fire back. Once we have that set up, boom, explodes on them right there. Definitely be nice to increase our attack speed so we can kind of just throw these arrows. We have to be careful with this witch, because that attack will do a lot of damage. Witch is down. There we go. The witch will revive those guys when we knock them down. I want to try to take her out first. Kind of overkill on just one enemy, but we got to try out our skills. And let our werewolf get into the path. There you go. Easy does it. I love getting that one last shot off. This little guy chasing after us.
Prepare yourself.
Continue to maneuver on here. Found a stash. Anything good? Another skill gem. There we go. We're going to allocate that. And now I want to use escape shot. This will give us a good evading maneuver. Now again, when it comes to optimizing the build or anything like that, I'm sure there will be areas where I make mistakes. I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below if there's really...
reports of a number of villagers hiding at the Clearfell logging site.
All right, sounds good. But yeah, I want to let me know, guys, down below. You know, I'm sure there's areas where I can optimize a little bit better. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's a playthrough. We're going to experience the game together and enjoy it. It's a lot of them, boys. Got the witch down. Take that guy out. So again, you know, I'm sure when it comes to guides and builds, there are ways to kind of optimize your playstyle. But I think the beauty of it with the skill tree being so large is that you can really make, you know, make your character any way you see fit. Kind of that suits your playstyle. Take out the witch. Another level up. There we go. Another witch there, man. They're all over the place. And those attacks are no joke, let me tell you. Doing a good job so far of clearing them out. Let's use our passive skill point. So we have either projectile damage or +5 to any attribute. We're going to go ahead and increase our projectile damage further. And we're going to move down towards attack speed after that. So far, so good. Making our way down. There's another witch there. But you see, those lightning rods, when paired up with lightning arrow, they do so much more damage. Really do enjoy it. Another waypoint and checkpoint. Just want to continue just exploring a little bit. I think that mud burrow is kind of where we want to go for that devourer quest. I'm going to try to just move our way through, get the werewolves to kind of come our way. We can take them out. It just feels so good sending the arrows through the enemies. Thoroughly enjoy the gameplay so far. I know it's early days. We're going to run into much bigger hordes, more difficult enemies. We'll have more skills though to deal with it. But so far, so good, boys. Another witch. Just brought those guys back, but we're able to take care of business there. The lightning arrow is just something else, boys. Let me know in the comments down below too if you guys, what kind of games you guys like to play, because like I said, I want this channel to be focused on a broad variety of genres. Path of Exile 2 right now is one of the games that I had my eye on, and heard a lot of great things about it, so really excited to get it started. But I know there's a lot of games coming out in 2025. Let me know if you guys have any that you're specifically excited for. Of course, Grand Theft Auto, GTA 6, when that game comes out, we're going to have a playthrough going. In a game that we've been waiting for forever, it feels like. Look at that lightning arrow with the bolts. Unbelievable. pretty large area here. No, don't come back. Thank you. Doing a pretty good job of clearing this first area. And there's a checkpoint. So there is a boss here, boys. We're just gonna continue to kind of take care of these grunts over here before we take care of the boss. Knocked over by the arrow. Orb of augmentation. So I believe that turns a like normal item to like a blue item. Another witch over there. Just 2 gold in that chest. That's unfortunate. We're taking a few hits, which is not ideal right now. We're gonna have to clean that up. Especially with that boss waiting for us right around the corner. There we go, we have that area explored. All right. Now that that area is taken care of, I think we're going to try our hand here at this boss. She can be difficult at times. I think the main thing is to just create some space. Forgot that we had that escape shot unlocked. Definitely gonna have to use to our advantage. And I am not opposed to just taking this one slow. Set up some more bolts. Use escape shot. Freeze them a little bit. Maintain our shield. She does a lot of damage. Just gonna heal up quickly. Gotta focus up here. This is the benefit of having the ranger, is using the distance to our advantage. We're playing the long game here, boys. Nearly got hit with that one. Oh man, those ice shards do a lot of damage, boys. She's almost done, almost done. No need to rush it. Couple more shots, we'll be good to go. There we go. Boss is taken care of, boys. Yes, you can call it cheesy, whatever you want. At the end of the day, we are a ranger. We need distance, right? So unfortunately, none of these items are really good for us to use. We're going to pick them up and then we can take them apart for parts. We can do that. And then if we'll have plus 10 cold resistance if we crash out. So there we go. Beat the boss. We get some items out of it. Unfortunately, nothing really that we can use, but like I said, we can kind of take them apart and then get some crafting items or orbs, whatever you want to call it, for us to improve our current weapons and armor. So we're going to continue to move on here. I think we can go ahead and drop down to the burrow here.
These tunnels run deep.
And I want to say this is where we will find the Devourer. So unfortunately here we have some poison enemies, which I personally don't really like to deal with. In any types of games, these sort of poison enemies that explode, take your health down, they're always just a pain. It'd be nice if we could find some better gear as well before we kind of dive into the Devourer.
In my sights.
Yeah, it's just that stinky poison. Things are just coming out of nowhere. We have another skill point to allocate. That's good. Let's make sure we're in safety. That is our quest, to search the mud burrow. And then here we'll increase our attack speed. There we go. So now we can fire off the arrows in a little bit more of a rapid succession. Should help us out very nicely. Some gold there. Doing a nice job of clearing these guys out. So this gets us back to the beginning here. We just circled around. We're going to just check down below over here. That's why I like the escape shot too. Just in case if you're ever in trouble, you need some more space and time. It gives you just that. Scepter. Again, I think we will just pick it up just so that we can disenchant it. But I think our inventory is getting slightly full, so what we're going to have to do is create a portal here soon as we find another checkpoint down below. That's great. Continue to explore here. Oh, Oh, there's two of them. Finding ourselves in a little bit of a pickle here. Not with our abilities, though. Get down on the ground. So far, so good. We got our sights set on the Devourer, man. We are going to use our violence. As Renly stated, these guys get me every time, man. They get me every time. Like, should know by now. There's a chest there. Probably going to be an enemy. Oh, look at that. Not that time, though. Set up a couple of those. Boom. 2 shots. They're on the ground. It's really helpful for boss fights, just setting those rods up. And as I'm talking, I'm just getting smashed. Let's see. Let's let them funnel through here. Come on, big boy. Make your way through. I know you want to. Look at that. 2 shots, they're down. This game does require a level of concentration that you don't really find in a lot of other games. Especially when you're dealing with the hordes of enemies. You want to make sure your movement's on point. Setting your skills up. But it is very enjoyable and satisfying when you kind of take them all out. No doubt about that. I would like to get some accessories or, you know, some gear items that will increase our shield. What are we at? 35 shield, 92 health. Shield would be a big help, but we haven't really gotten the best of drops just yet. A lot of items that we cannot necessarily use for our build. Just going to continue to uncover the map here. Another checkpoint. This definitely looks like an area. Oh, yeah. That's where the boss is. So we're hold on. We're going to wait up. Yeah, I almost stumbled across the Devourer there. That is where the boss is. We're just going to continue to kind of clear out some more before we take the Devourer on. And then once we know we've kind of cleared out every area, then we can go ahead and fight the boss.
I shall overcome.
I think I also want to drop off some of these items because our inventory is getting quite full. There we go. We can increase that arrow speed. It'd be great to just set up our bolts. Get everything ready to go. Now, there's still a lot to explore. Nothing there.
In my sights.
There we go. Great combo. One of the best combos The bolts and the arrows. Shredding our enemies apart. Alright. So I think that does it for this cave. Just in terms of exploration. Seems like we covered a fair amount. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to create a portal. We're going to go leave our items in the stash. Portals are disabled. So yeah, that's where the boss is. So we're going to just take a step back here. Go back to the encampment. Drop off the items in the stash. Disenchant some items as well. As we meet up with Una here. So some of these items, we know we're not necessarily going to be using them. So we can just throw them in there. And then we'll get 4 orbs back. And then within the stash, these are all lesser mana flasks. Just gonna leave those over there. Keep that. I guess, you know, technically we could use this orb of augmentation. Oh, never mind. So we have our orbs there, we have our items. I think there's one thing left to do, and that's go ahead and take on the Devourer down below in the mud burrow. So let's go ahead, travel back. Now, like I said, I have played through this portion before. And this boss was a little bit of a pain. But let's just go ahead and deal with it now. There it is. So we're going to need to set up our bolts and dodge. Completely botched that poison. Couple more hits, boys. We got it, boys. We got it. Let's go, man. Had to take some concentration. Was definitely pretty tough, but we got it done, boys. And now we have some items. Let's go, man. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So we actually don't have any of those scrolls to identify any of these items. And again, we're just getting a little bit unfortunate. I mean, we can't really use anything here. This long quarterstaff. Again, we can disenchant it, but nothing really that we can use for our build just yet. But it is what it is. We're definitely making do with what we got. So let us go back now. Talk to Renly. We took care of his bug problem. We're the exterminator here. Let's create a portal and head back. That was tough, man. That took a lot of concentration. But we got it done, boys. We got it done at the end of the day. Let's go talk to Renly.
Oh, finally! Took down the Devourer, did you? Oh, that's incredible! This is the first real success we've had against the darkness. We can breathe a bit easier now. Perhaps even go out and gather food. Now, this won't cover our debt to you. Not nearly. But take it as thanks.
Thank you. So we have another gem. So there we go.
Stick to the cards.
So we have some items that we can kind of deal with here.
Yes.
So let's disenchant. So this staff will get a regal shard. This hammer, this wand. And I don't know if I'm optimizing this, if I'm doing it correctly. But those are items that we will not be using. I can tell you that for free. So we can do that. Quest completed. So now we have Una's quest to travel through Grelwood as well. But let's take a look now. We have some items that we can allocate. So we have this supporting gem. So we're going to do lightning infusion. So our bow now has lightning infusion. You'll love to see that just from our regular shots. And we have skill gem number 2. I think we're going to increase lightning arrow to level 2. There we go. And that does it for that. We're going to move some of these shards into our stash here. No need for these items to be taking up space. And there we go. So that's Renly's first quest taken care of. Let's go ahead, replenish at the well. And we're going to head back to Clearfell, where we're going to travel to the Grelwood. So, as you can see, the corpses left behind of our work. Now, if I remember correctly, I think the entrance is all the way on the other end. We can continue to carry on. Definitely not this way. This is a dead end. That was tough, man. I know these are still the early bosses, so I'm not expecting it to be anything, you know, too crazy. But we also don't have all of our skills at our disposal, right? So I'm happy that we're able to take care of the Devourer there first try. It's always a great feeling when you can do it first try. Had to really lock in and focus because there was a lot happening at once. I'm sure there's probably an easier way to go about it. But at the end of the day, we still got the job done. So there's the Grelwood. So we have to make our way in there. That's what we're going to do. As we can proceed with Una's quest line here. We have another checkpoint.
Nowhere to run.
Now, these werewolves are annoying as everything. But we have some faith in our abilities as we're able to take out the Devourer. So these little guys are nothing for us right now. As that bird just scared me. Well, and this is why I like escape shot. And you kind of set yourself up nicely. just in case if you find yourself in a tough spot. As you can see, our lightning infusion is paying off there with our regular arrow shots. But I am very excited to see what this game has in store. The majority of it is still unknown to me. We'll experience it together for the first time. I mean, I'm sure some of you probably already finished the game. But at least on this walkthrough, this playthrough, whatever you want to call it, we can experience it together. And these werewolves are really a pain to deal with our abilities because they come flying at you. So we have to use evade shot to our advantage. And our evasiveness, right? We're just gonna have to play silky smooth, play quick. Get to where we need to go. But so far so good, man. So far so good. We're gonna continue to make our way through Grellwood as we just get pummeled by these guys here. Take him out before this werewolf. I'm hoping that, you know, with uploading twice a week, we can make some good progress through the acts. I'm going to try to keep the videos at about an hour, maybe an hour and a half each. Hopefully we get, you know, a good amount of action in every episode, good amount of progression. I think there's some gold over here that we nearly left behind. I'm excited to get some more abilities as well. See, you know, the true potential of the Ranger. As we freeze the werewolves there and knock him down with the lightning arrows. We're gonna need some more scrolls, boys. We haven't found many scrolls of wisdom. We're picking up some decent, you know, we're picking up some blue items. But we can't even use them, boys. It's so nice when they line up within the bolts there. So we get another level up. Let's go. I love when you level up, man. When that gold comes shining in, you just feel unstoppable. So far, so good. Continue to make our way down here. Another checkpoint as we're going to have to fight this witch here.
Home of the Grellwood Witch. What happened here? Storming arrow.
Looks like she has armor. Don't tell me that that this witch here is gonna cause us problems. Let's try to line her up. This movement of hers is quite annoying.
No mana.
No mana. No matter. Alright, come on. Enough's enough, yeah? That does a lot of damage, boys. That's unfortunate. Oh, man. She's tough. I can't even lie. Gonna need to recoup a little bit here. We just can't set up our lightning bolts with the arrow.
No mana.
All right. Take a step back. This is taking a lot longer than I wanted to, boys. I'm not even gonna lie. Where is she? She's got her shield. Almost got it. There we go, man. That took way too long, I feel like, than it should have. But we got a charm, we got some gold, we got some good stuff. Take a breather now and see what's going on. Medium flasks. So let's head back to the portal. But man, oh man. I feel like that took way longer than it should have. She was tough. I can't even lie. Her armor, her ability to kind of disappear and sneak up. We couldn't get our lightning bolts set up. She was pretty tough. Let's just go ahead. We still have no scrolls to identify these items, which really sucks.
Yes?
I feel like we're not going to use this shield. We'll keep that and take a look. So we'll just accept that there. And then we can take the lesser one and then use the medium life flask. There we go. Ruby charm. Used when you take fire damage. Automatically when condition is met. Can only hold charges while in belt. So we need to get a belt before we can even use that. That's for rare items. We'll get another gem here. I guess we can just get Envenom. I don't know if we can put it in there. I wonder if those two can stack. If our lightning bolts can give us some poison damage as well, that'd be pretty nice. And then some of this stuff here we'll put away into our stash. Boys, let me know too if we can have more than one life flask. Because we're finding them all. And I wonder if we can fill them up and use it. medium mana flask. Like, for example, if we keep that there, we're actually going to use this. Well, it's unidentified, so we can't use it right now. I feel like we should have found way more scrolls by now. Or is that just me? Another passive skill point will increase our attack speed again. And there we go. We're making our way up. Character is starting to look good. But boys, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of the Path of Exile 2 walkthrough. We took care of Renly's quest. We took care of some bosses. And we're starting to make our way into the Grellwood in order to uncover the secrets in the dark. So hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash that like button to never miss an episode. Subscribe as well, as we'll be doing a lot of different playthroughs. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, peace.